So this is a quick review of rounding. So let's say you are asked to round 326 to the nearest 10. How do you proceed? Well, the first thing you should do is identify the place value, or the digit that's occupying the place value of where you want to round. This is asking us the tens, so that would be that 2 right there. That 2 is in the tens place value. Next thing you want to do is look to the number to the right, and if that number is 5 or bigger, if that digit is 5 or bigger, you round this digit up to the next digit. Okay? And then everything to the right becomes 0. So since this is 5 or bigger, I'm going to round the 2 up to a 3. Everything to the right will be 0, and then everything to the left remains the same. So 326 rounded to the nearest 10 becomes 330. Right? So if you feel comfortable about rounding, then this concludes this video, but if not, I'm going to show a couple more examples, and I'm going to do one with decimals as well. Okay, let's say you want to round 4,256 to the nearest 100. So first find the digit that is in the hundreds place value. That's right here, it's this 2. Step 2 is look to the number immediately to the right, or the digit immediately to the right. Is it 5 or bigger? Yes, it is. In fact, it is 5, so it has to be 5 or bigger. And then we go back and we round the 2 up to the next digit, which is 3, and everything else to the right becomes 0. So this is 3, everything to the right is 0, and then everything to the left of the 2 we keep as it was. So this is 4,300. Okay. Right, let me show one with decimals now. So round to the nearest 10th. Well, let's find the 10th place value. Here's the decimal point right here. So the 10th is the first place value immediately to the right of the decimal point, which in this case has a digit of 5. We found that. Look to the number to the right. Immediately to the right, that digit. Is it 5 or bigger? Yes, it is. Then that means you go back and round what's sitting in the 10th up 1 digit. So the 5 goes up to a 6. Everything else to the right of that is 0, and everything to the left stays as is. So this 7 indicates that we need to round this 6, or this 5 up to a 6. Everything else essentially is 0, and then everything to the left stays as it was. So you get 4.600, or 4.6 would be a simpler way to write it. Right, so that concludes this video on rounding.